Hey, baby. I like the way you twirl that knife around. You handle yourself well. Think you handle an object that's relatively the same shape. Preferably not when you have the knife around. Maybe I'll show it to you sometime. And I'll make sure not to explode in your good eye. Alright. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is your good friend, the King, aka the Scott, welcoming you to yet another Destiny video. As you can see here, I am at the Reef this week to celebrate the final week of Year 1 here in the Destiny universe. And you might be asking yourself, why am I not at the tower? Since it's the tower that's getting all the changes next week. Well, it's pure and simple. Xur just wasn't there. I gave a good look around, but it turns out he's here for this week. And it might be telling, because while we know that our good friends over at the tower are changing quite a bit next week, we know nothing about the Reef itself. We do know that the wolves that have been prowling for months are going away, starting next week. So we don't know what the future holds for Petra's bounties. Will the Queen still have bounties to do? Will they be retired? We know Eris is having her bounties retired for Year 1. We don't know what's going to happen with the Queen, or Varix, or even Brother Vance. These questions are going to be left unanswered until the Taken King arrives. Who knows? My theory is that the Reef gets destroyed in the Taken King, and we won't even be coming here anymore. But that's only a theory, and I have no idea if it's true. I'm guessing maybe not. I'm guessing they wouldn't get rid of this social space so quick, but you never know. I guess we'll find out on September 15th. But until then, let's get on to Xur's deals here for week 52. That's right, the final week of Year 1, September 4th, 2015. And as I said, here he is, right here in the Reef. So lonely here indeed. But let's take a look at what he's got to offer this week.
You walk among them.
I walk among them. Yes, I do. Leading off here is the Helm of Saint 14, which is probably the best Titan exotic. Ward of Dawn blinds enemies who enter it. You know, so basically you put up a bubble, enemies come in, they get blinded. It's fun, it's a great strategy, and believe me, you're gonna want to use it. If you do not have this helmet, pick it up right now. Get it this week. Get it. It is a good roll. It is a great helmet. And it's only the 4th time that Xur has ever sold this item. So it's a rarity for him to actually sell this. It's been 13 weeks since the last time he sold it, and the roll is much better this time. We also know that this item has a 100% chance of getting a 2.0, as it's been revealed that it will be back for next year. So there will be a better Helm of Saint 14 version 2.0 coming with the Taken King. So if you don't have it yet, get this now. Then you'll have the blueprint, and you'll be all ready to get a 2.0 when the Taken King drops on September 15th. So really, I cannot recommend this higher. This is one of the best exotics in the game, and I believe it's the best exotic for the Titan. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. I cannot recommend it any higher. Over here we've got Kepri's Sting Gauntlets for the Hunter. This is the second time Xur has sold this item, and the first time in 11 weeks. So it's been a while since you've had a chance to get these. They're interesting. The roll on them this week is terrible, by the way. But if you don't have them, you might as well grab them. You get a bug on your arm. It brings invisibility over to the Gunslinger class, or subclass. It lets you do extra damage from behind. You gain invisibility while crouching, which is, of course, something you can normally do on blade damage, but that works on either subclass. You'll get the invisibility. Plus, if you melee somebody from behind, it delivers 4x damage. So, both of those together, a nice little perk. But, like I said, the roll's low. If you're short on coins, you're definitely going to want to get the St. 14 and probably the next thing I'm going to talk about. But if you got a lot of coins and you don't have this, pick it up. It's a decent item. The roll, again, not very good, but, again, rolls are changing quite a bit next week, so we don't even know what these numbers will really mean. So, at this point, I would say grab it if you don't have it. The chances of it getting a 2.0, I would put very low. I'd say 10%. I don't think these are going to be kept over, but, you know, I've been wrong. I've been wrong in the past, so I could be wrong here, but I don't think these are going to get pushed over. I think you might see Don't Touch Me's, which also give you invisibility. I think I could see those going before these. I think I could see Young Ahankar's Spine going before these. So these, to me, feel like an odd man out, but who knows. Moving on, we have the Obsidian Mind helmet, and I know a lot of people are disappointed that he has not sold the RAM as of yet. But this is a pretty good helmet, too. The roll here of 60 and 55 is not the highest. It's not extremely low, but I mean, he has, I think he's offered better versions. I have a better version, as we'll take a look here. I'm actually wearing it right now. As you can see, it's a nice, beautiful black helmet. Awesome. My roll is 75 and 70. But again, with 60 and 55, it's not a bad number at all. And again, like we said, these numbers are changing significantly next week. We don't know how much roll will have a difference in what you get in their blueprints. So if you don't have this helmet, it's a lot of fun. You combine it with the bad juju and you get constant Nova Bombs. Also, this one is another one, much like the St. 14 helmet, that is confirmed to have a 2.0. It is the 5th time he has sold this item, and the first time in 13 weeks. So, I mean, it's not something he sells often. It's a great helmet, like I said. Nova Bomb kills, reduce the cooldown of your next Nova Bomb. It's awesome. Combine it with the bad juju, it's badass. So, pick this up if you don't have it. Believe me, it's a great helmet. It looks great. Great perks. Not the best roll, but everything else. Plus, it's getting a 2.0 version, so it's getting better. Pick it up. The weapon this week, though, is Patience in Time for the 5th time. He offered this just 6 weeks ago, so it hasn't even been that long since he offered it the 4th time. 5, of course, is the max number we've seen for any weapon. It's now tied with Plan C, which he sold last week, and the Last Word, which he sold a few weeks ago. They're tied at the top in terms of weapons sold, the amount of times. They're now all tied up. I mean, like I said, it's a good gun. Radar stays active when you're aiming down the sights. You gain active camouflage while aiming down the sights. It's kind of cool to go invisible. It's got third eye. It's nice for PvP. Great range. I like to use it. I don't use it all that often, but you know, it's not a bad gun at all. The chances of it getting a 2.0, I'm going to put it 50-50. We know that the Icebreaker's not getting pushed over, and I believe that No Land Beyond is also not getting a 2.0. So that would leave Patience in Time to itself as an exotic sniper. So I do know that there is a new sniper coming in the Taken King, one where you will actually blind your enemies when you shoot them. Could it be a new sniper, or maybe it'll be a new perk to Patience in Time? You go invisible, but you also shoot your enemies and make them go invisible. Or not invisible, but blind. So it could be a new exotic, probably is, but we don't know about this. Like I said, I would say about 50-50 on Patience in Time getting a 2.0. Then, of course, we have the exotic shard, and we've got the exotic engram. So, for those of you disappointed that he's not selling the RAM for the Warlock, well, you're getting one more chance to grab it before Tuesday. Of course, Tuesday's the big day. That is when we are getting our exotic blueprints. Zer will be back next week, but we don't know, obviously we don't know what he's going to offer yet, but we don't know how it's going to play out next week with all the new changes and all of that. So this is the last week of year 1. So you get this exotic engram now, you get a chance at the RAM. Obviously, any other helmet, but only if you really need a helmet at this point. Other than that, save your modes for next week. We might get an engram for something new. I don't know. There might be engrams that we might not be able to cash in. Who knows? We're sitting on the cusp of major changes here. Normally it's a week to stand pat, but with the items this week, they're pretty good. At least the 2 helmets. You definitely need to pick those up if you don't have them. Down here we got auto rifle telemetry, sniper rifle telemetry, which can go with your patience and time there. Rocket launcher telemetry. I'm going to grab some of those. Why not? Oh, good. Plasma drive upgrade, emerald coil upgrade, heavy ammo synth. Do I need some heavy ammo? Let's take a look here. No, not on this character. So I will not buy any of that right now. But again, some people are theorizing that maybe he won't sell it come the Taken King, so, you might want to stock up. Again, if you got plenty of coins, it's no problem. And of course, we got our good friend, the Emotive Light Exchange. So there we go, folks. That is week 52. We are 1 year in, folks. 1 whole year of Xur's deals. 1 whole year of this fucking game. And while this was not a crap week, I would put this week, in the middle in terms of quality. And oh no! Oh no! I'm dead! I'm dead! Fuck the reef, man. Too many places to just jump off and die. Anyway, I think I will stop here. Thank you for joining me this week for the 1 year, not anniversary, that'll be next week, but for the final week of year 1. I am your good friend, the King, aka the Scott, and we'll see you next week for year 2, week 1. Eat a dick.